If you guys need a very short answer on how Fireball Lalo performs at Town Hall 17, well, I would say it's pretty darn broken. Like, I went 322 days in a row on this account, and in case you guys don't really know, I don't even have maxed equipment on this account. Like, my spiky ball is level 20, mirror 23, not even a max fireball, literally 23 level fireball. Like, what do I even say? So we've got all our damage equipment really low. Nothing's really above 23, and that just goes to show you guys, like, this is just a super strong attack at Town Hall 17. So I thought I'd take you guys through some replays, maybe do some live attacks on this particular account. We're going to be using the same army that I've been using this entire time, even at Town Hall 16. No changes whatsoever. And yeah, that's about it. So do feel free to watch the attacks if you want, but if you just wanted a short answer, yeah, Fireball Lalo is pretty busted at Town Hall 17 as well. Let's just get into some attacks. I'm gonna handpick a few of these triples just because I found them a little interesting, and even though I have low equipment levels, I just want to show you guys, like, you can recover attacks when things go bad, even when you don't have the best setup possible. So it seems like a simple base. It is a simple base, honestly, but I have the Angry Jelly. So it can be a little tricky, because if you notice, like, I have these wizard towers just kind of protecting the invis tower compartment. So maybe I don't have to describe what exactly happens. You can probably watch for yourself and see really soon. I'm terribly failing to even get this wizard tower down. I completely forget the fire spitter is meant to mow down these small little areas, little troop squads. So in any case, like, I've just got this fireball down. I was hoping to allow my warden to, like, go towards the right on the base, but I completely misjudged the capability of my warden to do exactly what he's doing right now, and this is just such a terrible position to be in. My my healers are just taking so much of damage from that multi inferno. I have to make him go invisible, and look, at just this is an impossible position to survive in, honestly. Like, he's just way too deep into the base, and this is, I guess, one drawback of using the Angry Jelly. So maybe one thing I would have done differently is I would have probably started my warden up on the top over here and then try to make him go down towards one of the invis compartments. So I guess that's just an improvement I would have made, considering that I'm using the Angry Jelly. But yeah, I did not expect him to walk like this deeply into the base. In any case, you can see he is in way too much trouble, and I want to save my protective spells, at least for my Lalo, because I have a lot of work to still do. Like, still so many heavy targets kind of left on the base. But the best thing that you can do for yourself is start your queen somewhere close to the warden, so that you can get your healers to transfer over. And look at what I'm trying to do over here. I'm trying to push my king into the second invis tower compartment. Yeah, a level 20 spiky ball with level 18 earthquake boots can get the job done for you. You don't need like a level 21 spiky ball for that, so that works just fine. One wall break for my queen to, like, push into the town hall as well. King does the best that he possibly can in that position. Yeah, he's got most of it out, and I still got my royal champion, and I think this part is the most important. You have to absolutely ensure, in order to recover, that you start your phases one after another before the previous one dies out. And I can't believe the number of times I've mentioned this whenever I'm trying to cover any Lalo attack. But you can see I'm just trying to ensure that the Lalo and royal champion and king all tag team for each other. So the scatter shot is tanked by the king. Many beams of the multi inferno are taken by my heroes, so it's not too much of trouble for my Lalo, and we still managed to push through. So imagine if I just waited for each phase to, like, slowly start dying out. This would not have been a triple. Like, we had all the enemy heroes on the bottom, you can see all 4 of them, and we just had way too much multi-target damage over here. So just small tips, small tricks to try to recover from very brutal positions that you might end up getting into. Yeah, just keep those recovery tips in mind, I guess. But if you have those things under control, I'm pretty sure smash bases all the same. And yeah, that's I guess a fireball into queen charge Lalo for you guys with very low level equipment. So let's just move on to some other ones. We've got a next base. It looks like a Town Hall 16 base that was modified for Town Hall 17. I'm just stating this because of how it seems symmetrical to some degree, and then after that you can see how they've kind of pushed the new merge defenses in, like, these random areas. And of course the hero hut all the way outside over there, that was definitely the eagle artillery on this base. But regardless, I think on this one a good fireball is the core, and we can definitely use the Angry Jelly to help for that. The ideal fireball would have probably been on the monolith, because I would have gotten literally all of these buildings out. But I just thought against it, because the entire left corner is just splendid flame finger value, and we have more than enough balloons to snipe those mortars. So why not? We don't even use the Lalo in its entirety anyway during this attack. So might as well spare some loons to get those mortars out, get a nice flame flinger onto those ricochet cannons, and yeah, just charge our warden. So when I'm using a flame flinger, when I have the ability to use a flame flinger, I don't have to worry too much about time, and worry about like multitasking to an extreme degree. But just small things, like you can see how I'm cleaning up behind my warden with like a wizard and one sneaky goblin. They've already put in so much of work for me, so my warden doesn't have to backtrack over there. And that's about it. So I think just charge your warden for a while until he's ready to use his fireball, and you don't have to worry too much, especially when you have a flame flinger down. Like there's not much multitasking to do, you should be good. And yeah, I'll just pause over here. This is one thing I want to talk about. I don't have a recall spell for my royal champion, and also because I have a low level fireball on this account, I am forced to use 2 earthquakes with my warden, and I can't really spare any for my royal champion. So I just try to look for a quick and easy funnel for my royal champion, like any defenses that are kind of waiting on the edge of the base. And if she has a lot to dig through, I usually also spare a rage for her, like literally a full rage for her, and that kind of circumvents the need for using an earthquake with her as well. So just another small tip, like both my royal champion and warden have low level equipment. So on this one it was very simple value, there was not much, it was all heavy defenses from the get-go. So no need to invest any rages for her, no need to invest any particular spells for her. Like she already got the insides of the compartment, and I can easily grab this using the archer queen. So yeah, there we have it. Point is, there's no recall on the royal champion. I don't have to pay attention to her, so I just drop her, pop her ability, forget that she exists, and keep focusing on my warden. And you saw, like, I got the fireball down perfectly in time, and we can easily manage this ice golem clan castle. And now that the fireball has been thrown, I can now forget that he exists and continue to focus on the rest of my hero dive now. So this is literally what the view is like while I'm attacking. Maybe I'll show you guys some live attacks on this account. I'm not sure just yet, I haven't thought about it, but at least for the timing, I'm just trying to help you guys visualize how you should probably pay attention to your attacks. And of course the coco for the warden, just maybe once in a while keep going up and keep dropping them down for him, just to ensure that he can keep independently operating. And you can already see, like, this is so clean. Earthquake boots right over here, and with the queen backing, the town hall already goes down. Yeah, not really much left, guys. I don't even think the Lalo is needed at this point, and we don't even need these spells either. We're just throwing them down to kind of speed things up and get whatever is even left on the base out of the way. So yeah, that was an easy base. But once again, you need to learn these small basics of being able to like warden charge up to a certain degree, like maybe start the next phase earlier than you'd imagine. So you can see how the attack kind of shapes, like the flame flinger is fine, flame flinger got its value, warden is fine, we should be able to get his fireball value. That's when I understand, okay, my royal champion can probably be used somewhere else on the base. I don't need to pick up slack from where my warden is going, like how in the first attack I needed my queen to be placed right behind my warden so that I could transfer the healers eventually. So you just wait for a while, long enough, so that you know whether you'll get the value you're expecting from your warden, and then you can accordingly dedicate the rest of your resources as and how you see fit during the attack. Very simple to do. Let's just keep moving on to the next attack. Okay, another base that I'm not sure what they're trying to really do, but I feel like this should have been a rage tower, this invest tower and the core. But other than that, still a pretty menacing base. Like this layout in general, I hate it so much. Like it's been a very troublesome layout for me over the years for multiple attacks I've tried. But yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with this. Like now we have the fireball, we can make things a bit easier. And I think you can already spot like some weaknesses. I'm just trying to squeeze this flame flinger over here, even going so far as to sacrifice a freeze for it. And I completely forget that the builder hut exists. So my flame flinger is going to take some damage, and I'm too busy noticing that. And you'll see what happens over here. Like I did not anticipate my royal champion, the enemy royal champion, to tackle my warden this quickly. So I was hoping for a bit of a deeper fireball so that I can get this entire area out. But look at what I'm going to have to settle for. and I've also wasted a rage as well. So you can imagine we're already in a bit of a tricky spot. My flame flinger's taking damage. It's not going to get the exact value I'm hoping for. And once again, we have to do this thing where we like get a queen charge into Lalo. Once again, all low level equipments, but we have to manage somehow. And all of a sudden, this layout has become very intimidating once again because I don't have the fireball to save me. Not only that, but even the healers are going to be taking a lot of damage from those town hall, I don't know, lava splashes or whatever you want to call them. But hey, at least Flamefinger is doing a good job of removing some anti-Lalo targets. And at this point, it's just a normal queen charge Lalo, right? So we're lucky that the fire spitters are pointing outwards. So our queen should be relatively safe. We'll just get our king to kind of counter funnel for the queen as well. And yeah, I think king can focus on maybe like this area of the base probably eventually. So let's just wait for that to happen. We are gonna slowly but surely get the wall breaks to make our queen walk through the base. And you can see like it's shaping up still pretty well. I would say I have like the spells to make my queen charge very deep. She still has her ability, so you have to try to just keep your calm and ensure that you can really push through the base. But yeah, at this point, it's just a queen charge Lalo. I'm sorry if you guys came here expecting to see warden charges, but half of the video is going to be queen charge into Lalo with a completely wasted fireball and no warden ability for the queen charge Lalo. So once again, this basic idea of starting phases before the previous ones die out, right? I'm trying to take advantage of the fact that my Yetis have now come out, and king and queen doing a fantastic job on the right flank. Once again, you can see how I'm trying to like just get my attacks going like one after another. So I don't know why I dropped my lava hound there. Maybe it was to trigger the giga bomb for the royal champion because I wasn't sure how she was gonna walk. And honestly, my king and my queen were tanking this area, so I could just drop most of the loons over here anyway. Not much of a big deal if you think about it that way, but yeah, just that importance of making sure you get the phase started before your previous one die out. The same thing again and again. I can't believe the number of times I've said it already in this video. But there you have it. Despite of that absolute blunder, we've got a good number of loons, all healthy, just kind of coasting their way to clean up. And at this point, I feel like maybe it's less about the equipment levels and more so about your ability to just have your phases go through at the correct time. So do just take some inspiration from this video. If you find your fireball Lalo, or even for that matter fireball rocket loon attacks falling a bit short, it's just all about that timing of your phases. So I'll just do one more replay for you guys. I'll stick to replays for this one. I'll do some live attacks in a later video, but I just wanted to give you guys a bit more insight into how this attack performs at Town Hall 17, and we'll definitely have those quick attacks going in so that you can see exactly how I have to deal with bases. But yeah, just one more attack. Let's just move on to it. Alright, this is our last base, and there's a few good fireball targets over here. Like I would say this entire area near the town hall is really good. And the fact that the monolith is slightly displaced to the right, it gives me some incentive to start my warden charge like in this area of the base. So you can see what I'm doing. Standard procedure, one Kokoloon always, because people just, this is enough space to fit like enough red mines to kill your healers. So you have to be careful, and you never know, right? Like you just have to be careful enough. Like it happened to me in CWL. I almost lost all of my healers, but there we have it. Just a very simple fireball on the ricochet cannon just to get started. And this is also something I want to point out. Warden charging the town hall is not a problem. You will not lose your healers. He is too slow, he has too much of range, and those healers actually take no damage whatsoever. So queen charging the town hall might be a bit challenging on some bases because you'll end up taking some damage to the healers. A few red mines can prematurely kill them, but you'll notice over here like the warden maintains his distance. There's no damage taken to the healers whatsoever, and you can see I'm once again doing this thing where I start my phases early. I pop my queen ability by mistake instead of dropping my queen. Slight miss on my part, but I think you can already see like my warden is safe for the next 30 seconds or so. No need to focus on him. So I'll kind of like just show you what my focus is. This is literally how I focus while I'm attacking as well. So we have the wall breaker easily pushing us into the core of the base. Clan castle coming towards our king and queen, which is perfect. So our warden can continue to get his own independent value up over there. And now that these guys are starting to slowly starting to die out once again. Like royal champion to follow up behind the king and queen, and very shortly you'll see Lalo to follow up for my royal champion. And that's about it, guys. Like it is a very, very quick attack. So the entire bottom half of this base now my queen doesn't have to deal with, so she has her own queen charge moving, and the royal champion is safe under cover of the Lalo. So I don't know what else to say other than that. Like you can just, it looks so strong only because of this capability of starting your phases that early. So that's all you really have to focus on. Warden nicely cleaned up the 12 o'clock corner with the town hall, and we've got an easy finish. I guess a point I'd like to make about the siege machine choice over here is my heroes didn't need a siege barracks to help them out. The funnel was already set pretty well by the warden, and my queen honestly hid well behind the king, so no need to use a siege barracks over here. No flame flinger value anywhere on the base. So what's honestly left is like the last siege choice you should probably use is either a drill or a stone slammer with the Lalo. So if you feel like your queen and king are going to need a bit of extra help, use a siege barracks with them. If you feel like they don't need the help and you don't have a flame flinger anywhere, then after you've started your hero phases and you're moving on to your Lalo phase, either use a drill with your royal champion phase or use a stone slammer with your Lalo phase. It works perfect, and that's all you really need for this attack. So just be flexible that way, and go for a siege option depending on which phase you can use a siege machine in. That's about it, guys. Like you can easily get your 3 stars. Yeah, I already showed you at the start of this video. It's just really that simple. So yeah, for the time being, that's about it for me. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.